Grown Man Record Night Friday night.
Hello.
Grown Man Record Night. Hello, Governor. Hello, Governor. Hello. Hey, Steve Fever.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm all right. It's the first full work week of the year.
It's tough.
It's tough business, and it's tough business. But you get to come back to a normal schedule. We're back normal. Everything's normal now, which means that makes Fridays even more important.
Right.
Before, over the holidays, maybe you lose a little importance of the Friday night, but now, they damn sure feel damn important. Damn.
They're real important.
They're real damn important.
That's why you're here.
Absolutely. We are live on our Ustream channel, and that's ustream.tv/channel/Machete Miller. We do this every Friday night. We broadcast music, record album music that we play for hours at a time, and then we do this talk show segment here. And these segments will end up on our YouTube channel, and the YouTube channel is youtube.com/Machete Miller. We are up to 95 subscribers. And as you may or may not know, depending on how long you've been with us here on the program, when we reach 100 subscribers, we're going to do a YouTube contest, a VC contest, and give away a prize pack that keeps getting better and better every week. Got a little stack of vinyl. Got some cool little extra things we're going to throw in there. Got some people that have decided...
The box is getting bigger?
The box is getting bigger. People have decided to add and donate.
Postage rate's going up a little bit.
Bossman said he's going to throw something in there. He's got some stuff to put in there. Maybe a little shirt situation. A little, what's going on over here? Got somebody hiccuping? We're doing a live internet program over here. I don't know what...
Having Mr. Pizza tonight.
Mr. Pizza. That's what a Winston-Salemman calls a Sir Pizza.
Oh. I was wondering, I was like, why the hell is that so funny? I don't get it.
Mr. Pizza, I like that. Let's open that. We'll make $1 billion.
$1 billion at Mr. Pizza.
Tonight's program is brought to you by...
Tonight's program is brought to you in part by
I bet they didn't
Sir Pizza.
They didn't pay nothing.
The Piedmont Triad's own square-cut pizza delivery system mechanism.
You guys are saying Connecticut is the origin of the
style,
square cut?
The square cut.
Is it called that lattice cut? What would you call that?
Those are rectangles.
They're rectangles. I know in Connecticut there's a Pepe's and there's another one down that's got a lady's name, Sally's. Sally's and Pepe's in Connecticut. They're right down the street from one another. They're made. I saw this on a Travel Channel program. They're right down the street from one another. Actually started by the same family. That's the only way the family can make money. I think it was during the Depression, and they were like, "Well, let's let nephew and his wife open another place down the road." But nowadays, locals fight within one another as to which one is. If you're a fan of Sally's or Pepe's, you won't go into the other one. Okay. And it's like, no, F off. I don't go over to that one. You know what I'm saying? Even though it really comes from the same family. How we got on this? Hey.
Sir Pizza.
So we're talking about Sir Pizza.
We can start with Mr. Pizza.
We started with Mr. Pizza.
We'll get back to that.
Anyhow, we're having a VC contest, YouTube channel. Hit us up, and we're going to give away some cool stuff. Speaking of YouTube, this week, we actually, in the middle of the week, drank a couple of liquor drinks and made my intro to the VC video.
Did you make it? Did you edit it?
Is it ready?
We made it.
I haven't seen it.
It's not ready. I've got it kind of edited. I'm going to add some graphics.
You got to put deadlines. You got to put deadlines on this stuff.
I know. I still need to add graphics and whatnot, but I've never done one of those. I
saw one of the shots. It was really good.
Yeah.
About chip.
Yeah, we kind of. Yeah.
So to speak.
Yeah.
Laying up. Yeah. I won't say anything.
Yeah.
I won't say anything. I don't want to spoil it, but it's really funny.
We've been collectively as Grown Man Record Night.
Neckered Night.
Naked. Grown
Man Naked. You don't know what happens after this show goes
Grown Man Naked Night. I guess you would say as a whole, as a product, as a brand, we've been part of the VC for about a year.
Okay.
Before I even really knew what the VC was.
This is episode 60?
66.
66.
No, you've known what the VC was for about a year now.
Yeah, and we've been doing the
Before
show a
that,
little
like,
before
yeah.
that. Yeah.
You're happy.
You know what you ought to do? That 77 show was a lot of fun. And now
Yeah.
that you're at 66,
Yeah.
you should start hitting the years. 67, 68, 69,
It's tough though.
70.
You could find stuff though.
Oh, you could. If you put your shit on database, you could find it real easily.
What about when we get to like?
That's how I brought all my records.
What
up.
about when we get to 79? Some of the shows are gonna
Well.
suck. You know what I mean? There's gonna be a few years in there where
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of pick from.
got a lot of cool records for Christmas and my birthday, and we're kind of recovering from that. Got so many things to play; it's almost hard to get it all in. We're gonna cover some of that coming up. Wanted to make a quick mention. My mom hooked me up with a little quick surprise, like, "Hey, look what I made earlier this week." Blew my mind.
Oh yeah,
Let's
great.
check this
Your
out.
mom's quite creative.
My mom has made me a vinyl clock. Now, this is a Art Tatum 78, and she's made a clock out of. Are you kidding me? I told her, it's actually in good shape.
It's
I
a
was
great
like,
looking clock.
yeah, she didn't know it was quite such a good record. I'm like,
Look,
actually, that's actually
none
a
of
pretty
these
good
numbers-
record.
None of these numbers covered in.
They don't. You can actually play it.
Yeah.
If you can get it on a spindle, you can still play it.
Near and recording limit.
Clock out.
Well, yeah.
It's not hard to do, huh?
Near and recording limit, because we're stupid.
Yeah, we are stupid.
Stop and recording now.
Yeah.
That was the
Allstott.
player, right?
Yeah. Mike Allstott was, he wasn't the marquee player necessarily, but he's a tough-nosed, all-American kind of football player.
What do you mean by all American?
In a vein,
I think he means white guy.
he's a white guy, but he's in the vein of the tougher, older gentleman from like generations of past. Not
Well, sure.
very flashy. He doesn't do
Well,
dances.
he's to me it was like the John Riggins.
Exactly. And
I was a
hated
big John Riggins fan.
Nah, I was a Cowboys fan when I was a little kid, so I didn't care
So you
for John
couldn't
Riggins.
like
But I
John
respect him nowadays.
He's a tough nosed guy.
But he's in that
though.
same vein.
Tough nosed guy.
And back then there was a few more of those. Nowadays,
Yeah.
that's few and far between. Even though
Right.
Allstott doesn't play anymore. But did you hold this clock up? Did we do that? So my mom has hooked me up with this clock, and I can't be more proud of this thing. We're going to hang this guy up here in the record room somewhere. It's just it's crazy business.
How did they go from that to John Allstott?
I asked him
Mike
about his
Allstott.
jersey when you were redoing the
Yeah, that was
recording.
That's how
I was
we
given
were.
some mundane, stupid talk we could talk about, so I talked
Yeah.
about the jersey.
Okay. Well,
What? Hey, Segway. Thanks for the.
Segu.
Thanks for the transition.
Yeah. So, okay, let's cover a little bit of what we played tonight. A lot of it includes some of the newer stuff that I've picked up over Christmas, over the holiday, and my birthday. This is not one of them, but we'll just keep it rolling. There's a blues record in London, the London Howlin' Wolf sessions. Eric Clapton, Steve Winwood, Bill Wyman, Charlie Watts. They all played with Howlin' Wolf. That was a great record. Played side 2. It seemed to be in a little rougher shape than I remember. I don't really know what the hell is up with that. I don't know if I've mistreated it in the past and not really paid attention. That's possible. That's possible.
Anything's possible.
That's possible. I try to be real careful with my records because I appreciate them.
Well,
But
you're fixing to pour that beer on that one right there.
which one? Oh, this beer in my hand.
Yeah.
You see what that says on that? Shove it. That's from that's from the 70s. That's my dad. One of my.
I like the way
dad,
you say that. Shove it.
that's one of my dad's
Shove it.
koozies from the 70s, right there. Seriously, the bottom's actually rotted out, but I still use it.
Shove it.
My bottom's kind of rotted out too. Ha ha ha! Fart.
Y'all have a lot in common.
#1 USA fart. Coming up after that, that blues record we played. I played one track off of this weird GRT tailored music, 27 highball and hits, 22. I don't even have the cover for this, but it's a bunch of country, kind of on the road trucker kind of songs. And I played Lost Highway by Hank Williams off of there. I just wanted to play it. I really like that song, and I just happened to it caught my eye a little bit earlier. I said, I'm going to play that damn song. I played that damn song. Following up a little bit after that, we played a little bit of a little Frank Zappa, Shake Your Booty. And Cameraman doesn't like Frank Zappa.
I'm trying.
He's trying.
I'm gonna try.
Oh, it's a lot of. I mean, it's just
It's
so
an
different.
acquired taste, like key lime pie. It's the key lime pie of rock
Honestly,
and roll.
dude, I just think he could have done so much better.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, he did though, and so many times. I mean, he put out so much stuff.
Yeah, there's like 200 records. So he's gonna have
Are there
some.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's gonna be some that hey, let's turn on record in the living room, and I'm gonna whistle through this butthole brush for a while.
I don't think I would.
I don't know what that means. I've got quite a bit of Zappa now. Quite a bit. It's probably 10 or 15 records. That's not like most people that collect.
I have like one. It's symphonic. So
Yeah.
I mean, I like it.
Special request out of Wilmington this evening. Carl and Tiff wanted to hear. They're entertaining some folks, so we're saying what's up to the folks down in Wilmington. They wanted to hear a little Les McCann. I was like, well, damn it, I can oblige that. So I pulled out what is probably still. I've said it before, so I'll stick to my guns. My favorite record that I own.
Wow.
That's out there, and it's probably overall the favorite record on it. We're talking Les McCann live at Montreux.
So for you, this is probably one that goes on the island, or you run out of the house with.
Yeah, our YouTube contest, the VC contest, is going to be your house is on fire. You can grab 3 records and you're out the door.
Are you giving that record away?
No, with me that record would be one of them, and I would say it's probably. I've said it's number 1 before, and I'll stick to it. It's probably my favorite record that I own. Even of all the cool shit I got new stuff, I got old stuff.
I honestly couldn't pick a record.
Yeah, it would be tough for me, and I've said that once, and so I'm going to stick to it because I think it's up there. There's a special story behind that where I thought it was gone. It was one of those special records at the record store they put up on the wall instead of in the stack. And I was like, oh, today I'm not going to buy a bunch of dollar records. I'm gonna buy.
I'm gonna go buy a $12 record.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that Les McCann because I've been looking at it and I'm kind of I don't want to do it this time. It's too much. Da, da, da. And then one time I went back and it wasn't there. And I looked up on the wall and I'm like, damn it, man! You waited one time too long. You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens? So then I was kind of down about it. I was like, well, that's what happens, dude, when you sleep on stuff. So then I start digging through the stack, and there it was in the stack. And I was like, I got it! I got it! It's like I'd never seen it before, but that made it such an accomplishment for some reason. I think it made the record sound even better, even though it's a really dope record. But I think when I play it, I still think about that, and it's got a little story with it. So hey, pick this up
Maybe
for
it's very warm right just now.
warm. That's your downstairs area. Yeah. How about a little Mad Season on vinyl? Pick this up for Christmas. Gee whiz, man. This is, I think it's a 95. This just says freshman year of college for me, and I've never heard it quite this good. Cameraman had the CD in college, and this is fantastic. Tonight we played, what side did we play? I think it was side 2. No, I don't know what side we played. But it was, this is actually, is a double LP, so they've broken these up. It's got some nice fat wide grooves, which we appreciate here. Sounds great. It's a really, really good pressing of this album. So that's cool. Now, I wanted to get in. I played this record, realized we hadn't played a lot of funk at that point in the evening. And I pulled this record for a specific reason.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Oh, okay. I don't want to get.
Happened to you?
Yeah, something.
You came in one day and you were different. You were different.
I've been different ever since.
You came into work and you had this otherworldly, this feel about you.
So we played Parliament, Mothership Connection. Let's hold that guy up if we can. Now, the deal with this is, earlier this week I was coming home from work, and above the trees I saw a series of lights. They did not belong. I've never seen them there before. Come to find out, cameraman has seen sort of the same thing.
I have seen them also. I put it off. I put it out of my mind.
Is this somewhere near Kernersville?
Yes. I saw them, but I had an explanation.
You did a search online, didn't
I had an explanation for it, so I put it out of my mind.
Yeah, I kind of
blinded me, and then I was like, "Holy shit!"
Let's hear what
I've
he
seen that
saw,
too.
and then let's.
A series of lights, horizontal in nature, almost looked like a framework of something that was outlining something. Looked like a constellation, in the but
Towers
really
or
low.
Not something on radio towers.
No, horizontal. So this way,
Okay.
like here's a light, here's a light, here's a light, here's a light, here's a light. It kind of like made something. I'm like, it looks like a shape.
Looked like a constellation.
Yeah, but it's a shape of something. I can see like a belt and a handle, and I was
How
like, what?
far off did you think it was?
I mean, it's just right above the tree, so it was pretty close to where I was at.
Within a couple hundred yards.
Yeah, and
Oh, really?
fairly big.
A couple hundred yards? How long did you see it?
The whole time I was on the highway, that I could see it.
Driving.
But it did pass from your front to your rear.
Exactly,
So
but
you're
because
talking
it,
about for
it seemed fairly stationary.
15,
but I was
20
not.
minutes.
How did that make you feel?
Well, so okay. Anyhow,
When it went from my front to my rear.
Yeah, how long did that take for you to pass it?
no, it was a good while.
Seriously?
It seemed fairly stationary.
For 10, 15 minutes?
It seemed to be
Did you see it
stationary.
for 10 or 15
No,
minutes? How long?
No, I don't
How
know.
long did you see it?
I don't know.
Important question.
No, it was a few minutes. As long as it took me to
Okay.
pass, it seemed stationary.
When you're turning off of 40 onto 311?
No, way on down.
Before that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyhow, it was
figured out here.
It was
And the movement.
it was kind of just
Wasn't
hanging
there
out
Did
there.
you say there was movement? A
No.
plane or something?
Then I got further down the road. I saw something I thought was a plane, and it was kind of going this way, and then it went, whoop, turned on the dime, and went back the other way. Anyhow, none of this really resonated. I'm like, they're doing some construction. They had some scaffolding or something.
Same thing I said.
I don't know. But then I get
There's
home.
there's a rock quarry.
There's something over there. So
I
I
saw it
figured
like 3 in the
there
morning.
was something going on.
There's a rock quarry. over
Yeah.
there?
So then,
months ago.
but I look
Yeah,
it up
there is.
online, and come to find out, there's a couple of videos. Kernersville UFO. Some people had posted some stuff. There's these stories. I was walking my dog. Me and my son were driving, and we saw blah 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 blah. And there's this thing, and it's exactly the same shit that I
here's the
saw.
deal. You know what it is? Those other people saw the same totally explainable thing that we did
I
and
don't
put
know.
it up with the title UFO.
It's not
on the internet.
explainable.
Yes, it is.
No.
We
Well,
just got to figure
well, it
out
is-
how to
It
explain it.
certainly is unidentified.
It's
It is
unidentified.
unidentified.
So it is a UFO
It is a
at this-
UFO
Yeah.
By
at the moment,
definition.
but it's not a.
I'm not one of those people. All I'm saying
Paranormal
is,
or-
I attribute it to something
Yet.
completely normal until I went online and I looked up and saw that there was all these other stories that pretty much match mine verbatim, and in pretty much the same area, different times, some months ago. That's why I played that record. I don't know.
You know what we need to play?
What's that?
What is it?
Do you have the Alien Restaurant record?
Oh, speaking of which, I was going to do
We
that
haven't
dig of the
played
week,
this
Steve.
yet. You know what? I don't care. I'm gonna go ahead and
Let's talk about it.
I brought this. Who is the Doctor? 45.
Turn Steve's mic up.
Who is the Doctor? Put out by BBC Records.
It is.
And it's John Pertwee, the third Doctor.
Yeah.
This was recorded in '71 when he was still the third Doctor, right near, I guess.
I'm the doctor.
I think he ended in '74, but it's the theme, but he's doing some like narration, kind of singing.
Yeah, it's a
behind
different
it,
little version on the thing.
and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
I can't believe you got the sleeve for it.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I heard the YouTube clip, and I'm interested to hear the 45. I bet it sounds terrific. The last thing that we played, this is something I picked up for Christmas. Faith No More, Album of the Year.
What a great album.
What a great album. Originally released in 92.
Is that 1992?
1992. Fan-freaking-tastic. We listened to the first side. Standouts, Last Cup of Sorrow, Naked in the Front of the Computer, Helpless, Mouth to Mouth. It's a great record. I forgot how much I really, really love this record till I played it for the first time after I received it. It's fantastic.
It is.
It's fantastic.
Played two other records.
What else did you play?
Well, we talked about this last week because it was 1977. This is Animals by Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
And we heard side 2, which is Pigs, 3 different ones, and then the Sheep and Pigs on the Wing Part 2. And that's just awesome. This album,
All of that was awesome.
This album, I love Gilmore's guitar tone just throughout all the albums, but this one particularly. I know they all said, the band besides Roger said this was one of the most difficult albums to make, and they hated doing it.
Really?
But it is effing fantastic. And Roger Waters, he had the right idea. Whatever he was doing, he had the right idea. It's
Yeah.
a great album.
I bet he was hard to work with.
I bet he was.
Yeah.
I bet he was. And after that, I think we heard the Genesis Trespass.
Oh, that's one Genesis I don't
That
have.
album
I gotta have
I've
it.
had either since high school or college.
That's
I've
crazy
had that
business.
a long, long time. This one I just picked up. It's a reissue from 1980, but it's their second album with Peter Gabriel. Trespass, and we heard side 2. I can't remember what's on it. We picked it up in the middle of it. Start with a slow piece because you had
Yeah.
just finished up some really kicking music.
It was a good transition.
Good transition into this, which is prog. Very, very cool British English.
That was all. That's one of the best Genesis couple of tracks that I remember hearing in a while. That's one I need to pick up. I'm getting quite the Genesis collection. Don't have that one. Gotta pick that up. Okay.
It's now on your radar.
It's on my radar. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's take this opportunity to introduce this week's edition of Dig of the Week. And this week's Dig of the Week, I picked up some stuff today, as did you. And you picked some stuff up earlier this week, and we're going to talk about some things. So I'll tell you what. Won't you? I'll do 2 records, and then you come back and do some records.
Whatever you want to do, I don't care.
Okay, check it out. So I picked up this record today, and this may make me racist back in the day, but I would see the name Joe Jackson. It's like, oh, that soul singer?
Joe Jackson.
We've talked about Joe Jackson before.
He was a Jackson, but
Stepping
they wouldn't
out.
let him in the group. So he formed his own group called it Joe Jackson.
And he stepped out.
Stepped out. He stepped
Oh,
out.
wait, that's a white British guy.
It's a white British guy.
Is he British?
White British gay guy.
Oh, I didn't know all
Cool.
that.
That's cool.
This is
Great soul singer. Though.
Joe Jackson's Big World. Picked it up today, and it's in according to them near mint.
Americans may not recognize that.
An 86 triple LP. There's 3 sides.
Three sides.
Means you get the empty
It
side.
gives
That's
you
all
an
I
empty
got.
side so you can work on balancing your needle.
There you
There's
go.
a good test you can do, and you need an empty side to do that.
Sure you do. So that would work for that. I had to pick this up. Cameraman picked up the one that's got Stepping Out on it. What's that record called?
I don't know.
Night and Day, I think.
Yeah, it is.
It's fantastic.
I have Body
That's a
and
good.
Soul and Night and Day.
That's a good song, but the rest of it is
whole
kind
album is
of
great.
weird. It's a lot weirder than you would think it is.
It's
A little
different.
more like 80s music.
It's 80s, but it's kind of experimentally, kind of almost Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Not quite as electronic
Are we
as
still
that.
on the air with the music?
We're off the air. Everybody's off the air.
No, we're between songs.
We're between
Let's not start.
we're between jobs.
Last song.
Picked this up today. Freddie Hubbard, the baddest Hubbard. Now, it says very good plus vinyl. Beautiful copy of this excellent Freddie Hubbard compilation. Features Red City, a tremendous funky jazz composition if you've never heard it. The list of players on this, let's see. This is on CTI, and I can't remember the year on this. But the list of players, phenomenal. Herbie Hancock, Ron Carter, Billy Cobham, George Benson, Keith Jarrett, Arito, Hubert Laws, Jack DeJohnette. This is a who's who of Grown Man Record Night
Yeah, man.
fame and fortune
Sure
on
is.
this compilation. I'm really looking forward to playing this. Not played this so far this evening. I know that's going to be
Here,
good.
Ryan, show that.
I know that's going to be good. There's no way that's not going to be good. Okay. So, all right, take it away there, Steve Fever. What you got? And I'll come back with some other
well,
stuff.
We talked about Trespass. I picked that up earlier this week. In addition to that, I had run over to Underdog because he had
Right.
posted a picture of King Crimson Red.
He had red. I know. I wanted that.
Crimson, Lizard.
Right.
And these are 2 older King Crimson albums.
Heavy
One
hitters.
from the John Wetton day, the power trio John Wetton days. And then the other one was the earlier odd period between Greg Lake and John Wetton. So they're just
That's heavy hitting records.
classics.
Yeah, that's stuff you need to have.
By the time I got there, they were gone. But he did have this, which is King Crimson USA. It's a live album from 1975. And it's the power trio: Bill Bruford, John Wetton, and Robert Fripp, with some other players thrown in a few times.
What year was this played? The live show? Do you know?
Probably 74, I think. They
Okay.
broke up in 74, and then this album came out in 75. It's not the best sound they've ever done.
Yeah.
They've just put out. It's called The Road to Red. I think it's a new.
Yeah. I saw that. It's a box set.
It's a new box set of concerts that they did.
So it's on live. But a box
And see,
set.
The great
That's
thing
cool.
about them is they would do the same song every night for concert, but every version you get is totally different. They just go wherever they go.
That's right up my alley.
Yeah. So,
Hmm.
but this book real quick, because I want to put it down. I want to talk
Pick it
about
up.
it so I can put it down.
Pick it up and put it down.
I've had this for a long time. I forgot I had it. I came across it digging. I was looking for a poster that I had. I was going to bring it over and show you, but
Uh-huh.
can't find it. But I did find this. This is a book I picked up. It's a great coffee table book. It's called The Beatles Recording Sessions. And what it is like a. If you're interested in the studio at all, this is just totally awesome because it's a log that was made by the engineers that have recorded and some of the commentary by the musicians, and
It says your man has mic issues.
mic issues, like choppy mic issues. Where is my mic?
Uh-oh. Pull down. There's the cord.
Yeah.
Steve dropped his mic. Thanks, Sean. Your shirt. That's good looking out, Sean. It's on point. My man's on point. Oh, it's going to smell like...
I was over here moving dolls thinking it was
It's going to smell like Mitchum. Hey, well, we've got to take a second. Let's bring up the Mitchum and take a moment to represent our good sponsor. There'll be a picture of a thumbs up.
I got you there.
Okay, here we go. That's our good friend Sean who just hooked us up. That's a Mitchum out in the field.
That's what you call a field Mitchum.
So you're saying Mitchum's not just a local product?
No, it's not a local product. It's worldwide.
They're plugging along.
That's worldwide. Now let me tell you, we've got it. This is my favorite football weekend of the year because we got 2 games on Saturday. We got 2 games on Sunday. One of them's Carolina. I don't care for Carolina necessarily. Everybody, oh, you want Carolina? Well, I'm a Bucks fan. Before Carolina came into existence, I was a Bucks fan, so I can't just leave the Bucks hanging. Will I pull for Carolina this week? Probably. Sure. It's
You know what I'm pulling for? I'm pulling for Mitchum.
But all those gentlemen,
Mitchum.
football players,
Mitchum.
Should wear Mitchum.
Mitchum.
Yeah, all day.
Pro football players, you got smelling on down south under Ace and down towards your Mitchum. That's where you're going to put it. That's where you need to put
All right,
it.
so
Mitchum.
this book chronicles the albums that were recorded, anything they did in the studio. I'll just pull one just to show you what it is. So 1967.
Yeah.
Tuesday, I picked January 10th because today is January 10th. So it's Tuesday, January 10th. There's Studio 3 recording Penny Lane, and it was George Martin, Jeff Emmerich, Phil McDonald. Superimpositions of various effects, including scat harmonies and handbells, taken from the trap room and shaken whenever the lyrics mention the fireman or his fire engine.
Wow.
So that's what they did that day, So
The whole day
it's
wow.
the whole period of them in the studio. It's just a pretty amazing.
What period does that cover?
The entire period of the Beatles.
The entire period.
Yeah.
Period.
Downstairs
We did.
period.
It goes from 62 to 70.
62 to 70.
Yeah.
That's cool,
So
man.
name it. Yeah.
Wow.
there it is. And there's cool pictures of stuff, sheets, those little sheets they fill out, what they did. And there's some cool pictures as well. So
Yeah.
who can go wrong with that? You got any more things to talk
Oh, I
about?
got some things to talk about.
Let me talk about one other thing.
Talk about
well,
it, Steve.
I'll hold that one.
Okay.
Today I picked up these. Wasn't particularly looking for anything, but I came across some David Sylvian
Sure, like
albums.
you're going to go in there and come out empty-handed.
And this is why my effing mic falls off, because I have to get up. But David Sylvian, I discovered him through Robert Fripp. He's done some work with Robert Fripp. I think Robert Fripp would like for him to be the lead singer of King Crimson, but I don't think David Sylvian wanted to do it.
Huh.
But these are a couple of albums David Sylvian did with a guy called Holger Kazuke or something like that.
You're making that up.
I'm trying to pronounce it correctly. I have no idea if I do it or not. It's instrumental, ambient. It's really mellow, so I wouldn't play it tonight.
I heard that one. It's good stuff, though.
Oh, it's real good. It's real good.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Okay, let me come strong with a couple real quick. We actually played this a little earlier. Really proud to pick this up for a few dollars. Oscar Peterson Trio with Milt Jackson, Very Tall. This is 62 on the Verve, original pressing, mono. And got this for pretty much a steal. And this was fantastic. Really strong vibe work from Milt Jackson. And Oscar Peterson's... Oscar Peterson's
just take
putting it
pictures
down.
before the show. And you pop them
Oscar
up.
Peterson.
That's like when we did the mobile. That was perfect.
Mobile.
Oh, well, I couldn't see the pictures. What are we looking at?
But it's got a punch in it, which tells me it may be a promo copy. But I don't know,
So
maybe,
what? Who cares?
maybe not. But it's this was really good. I figured it probably would be. Verb's my favorite
Oh, I
label.
love that distorted vibe.
Oh my God, that's my favorite.
Yeah,
That's my favorite.
yeah.
That's my
It's
favorite.
like pushing the cabinet, you know.
Now here's something I'm really proud to have picked up. I passed on it once before, and I've thought about it for a flipping month, and I went up there, and
It's one of those where it makes you think about it again and again because you didn't get it.
and I knew I was like, well, maybe I could still. I'm like, dude, pick this up. But I've thought about it for a while. This is John McLaughlin, music spoken here. This is 82 on I think Warner, yeah. But this is the Japanese pressing. It's got the cool Japanese writing down the side, and it's got a really cool picture of McLaughlin writing with some kind of big chunk of wood or something. And I tell you what, I really
No,
wasn't.
that's a train whistle.
Is it a train whistle?
Yeah, that's a train whistle.
Okay, it's a train whistle. It is a
Let
train
me
whistle.
see that. That's not a train
It's,
whistle.
it's a wooden carved train whistle.
It kinda looks like
makes
it.
That
It's not.
like
No.
the whistle of the train.
I don't know.
No,
what's
those
wrong.
have holes on all four corners.
Yes, it does, and that is what you call a train whistle. Look it up.
That's not a train whistle. That's some
No, not
some Asian art form or something.
No, that's he's.
But anyhow,
he's from
this
he's from Reedsville.
Reedsville, Arkansas. He's not from any of that.
I don't know. I make
But it's John McLaughlin and the Players, music spoken here, and
It's different.
it's different. I will probably pick up most things that John McLaughlin plays on, and I'll tell you, this is it's acoustic, and I would put it into the category of virtuoso playing. This is acoustic guitar to the max. I don't know that I've heard, short of Segovia or somebody, tear up an acoustic guitar the way that John McLaughlin does in this record.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I've listened to some
what
YouTube
about
clips.
the Eric Johnson guy?
This is bananas virtuoso stuff.
Mikey Bananas?
Crazy playing to where I'm like, yeah, it's not something I may not play on Grown Man Record Night all the time, but you got to have this because it's so good. He does such a good job, and that's about as good as it gets.
Get up Sunday, make some coffee, and put this on.
That's kind of one of those records. That's singer-songwriter day.
Is that a good idea?
That's singer-songwriter
Hey, should
day.
we make a little bit of bacon and eggs while we're listening to it?
Sunday
That
is
sounds like a good Sunday
we
morning.
like singer-songwriters on Sundays,
Yeah.
like Bob
He
Dylan.
has such a large head for his body.
He did. He seemed to be not as skinny there, maybe.
It's the train whistle. Makes the head look
Train whistle.
Have you seen
makes
that one album cover? It's just his looks like that, but it's just him close up, and he looks all creamy,
like an alien.
really weird.
Creamy John McLaughlin. Forget Mahavishnu John McLaughlin. We're gonna go with
Don't look creamy on your album cover.
we're gonna go
It looks
creamy,
creamy.
like powder.
Looks real creamy.
Okay, I got one more record to talk about.
I don't know.
I got one more record to talk about.
Me too.
still
Me
dig
too. Me too.
All right, I'll let you finish it off. Now, this says cover is completely split, upper and lower. The album is visually has some noticeable wear, but
Supposedly.
plays surprisingly well. Grades a strong, very good minus. Great play copy. I only paid a few dollars, but it's flipping James Brown. It's a Mother. This album contains Mother popcorn.
Year.
This
This is on
album
King Records. I
contains
think it's 60.
Mother popcorn. We got to hear this.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is what we're going to play during the break.
That's a good
If
idea.
it's from
and maybe some
before-
how about Doctor Who and that.
Oh,
If it's
yeah.
from before
Doctor Who
1983,
and
it's
that.
worth at least $78.
$9. Hold that guy up if you would, please.
Mother pop. Show
this
that
is a-
picture on the back
That's
too.
a
That's
great.
pretty hip.
Yeah, he's holding up some. He's making these women show their buttholes on the back.
You know,
of
I
that.
met James Brown.
You met James Brown?
I shot James Brown.
You shot with him. What did he say about it?
It was the coolest day of my life.
What did he say?
He was just out of prison,
Huh?
and to serve his sentence out of prison, he had to do some probationary work. And what he had to do was he did a PSA.
Uh huh.
He refused to do a PSA about drugs. He got to choose the topic, and it was about
Really?
it was about staying in school.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
He met us in North Augusta, and we drove throughout North Augusta, or it might have been Aiken, but I think it was North Augusta, South Carolina.
Is this 1980 Georgia?
What year was it?
1980 Georgia?
It was like 1990 or 91. And he was in a limousine with his manager, who used to be his judge, I think. That was
His
manager,
judge.
taking care of his business. And we followed this limousine all around these dirt streets and until he found a house that he wanted to stay in. It was this shack.
I'm going to drive around. I want to find a house I'll stand in front of.
It was the coolest damn shack. And so he stood on the porch of the shack, and I forget what it was, like, hey, kid. And he stay in school. And then he kind of turned away, and he turned, oh. And then he turned away and said, what was his thing? What was his line?
Super bad?
No, that wasn't super bad. Oh, what the hell was it?
Because drugs are super bad.
Stay in school. Oh, fuck. Anyway, it was, and I got a picture. I was like, yeah, just please get your picture. He's like, sure. And so I stood up in the van so I could get above the van shooting down on him because the limo was behind him. And he did this thing. Oh, I did it again.
Steve dropped his mic again. We apologize for the audio issues.
He did this thing where he kind of like, he kind of
lunged forward.
Did a little pose on the limo, and I got the picture. It's like the greatest picture in the world.
Wow.
Somebody stole one day, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have a digital copy of it?
Oh, I know what it was. He said he's standing on the porch. He's like, "Hey kids, stay in school," and he goes, "Oh, I feel good." That's what it was. I feel good.
Wow.
By the way.
And so when we got done with the production, the judge is like, "Hey, okay, give me all the tapes." So we had to give them all, so he could have total control over it.
So you don't have footage.
Don't you think I wouldn't have made a copy of that, and kept it for my own?
All right, let's show me that one more you got.
One more.
Steve's got one more for Dig of the Week. Stand by.
I've had this record for a while, not my entire.
Hey, everybody's got this record.
I've got that record
This is
too.
Big Bamboo by Cheech and Chong. It's on Ode Records. Now, for the longest time, I just thought I was like everybody else because there's a special thing about this record. It came with a rolling paper, and it wasn't any ordinary rolling paper. It was this.
In honor of Colorado.
What's a rolling paper?
I don't know. It's like a newspaper. It's like a newspaper. Well,
oh wow! I didn't know it printed
I
like
forgot that this actually came with the paper when I got it. Most papers are gone now.
Yeah.
They're just out of print.
You see this record a lot, but you never,
this
ever
is the
see the
paper. It's got
paper.
Cheech and Chong imprinted on it.
I've never seen that paper.
Well, I've seen it once before in my life at a party, but it wasn't in this shape. And that's what happened. That's what happened with all of these papers. They all got used, but this one's still here, and it's in wonderful shape.
That's the best shape I've ever seen one of those papers in, dude. Seriously.
So yeah, I'm really, and I forgot I had it because I had taken it out of here. There was a time in my life when I had records, but I wasn't doing right. I was like using the covers as for ceiling tiles, and I had put this paper on the wall, so it was displayed on the wall, and I thought, oh my God, there's the paper.
Wow!
So I got it back in. I got it back in the home slot where it belongs.
Holes in the corner, don't you?
Hey, Dave's not here, man.
So yeah, I was really happy.
No, Dave's not here, man. That's awesome. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's wrap up this edition of Dig of the Week with that. What better to wrap with
Colorado
the hat? Colorado, State of the Union. So what we're going to do during our break? We're going to play a little James Brown. We're going to play a little James Brown. We're going to play a little Doctor Who. We're going to come back real quick with a So to Speak and Chip Chat. We appreciate everybody spending this time with us here on Grown Man Record Night on this first full work week Friday of the week. So please stay tuned here. We're going to come back with a So to Speak and Chip Chat that's going to be just as good as anything you've ever seen in your life. So stay tuned with us. We appreciate you, Grown Man Record Night.
You tell him, Tony.
Man, take a look at that steering wheel. Man, that sucker's huge.
That's right, Tony. That's right.
You on fire tonight, Tiny?
That's why you're on fire.
Okay, we're back here at Grown Man Record Night. We're going to do a little So to Speak Chip Chat. We're going to rifle through it like it's your uncle's underwear drawer. And I'll rifle through it. I'll tell you about it. You won't want to know about it, but I'll tell you about it. What we got here tonight is a special soda. Bossman brought us from Canada.
Canada?
or upstate New
You
York.
crossed the line to get this?
Some of these he crossed the line, over the line.
You have to declare it? I declare Goya.
I think he declared Goya at some point. What we have here is a Refresco Goya coconut soda. Special shout out to Sweet Tea, the Goya brand. That's an inside joke.
Okay. If it's an inside joke.
No. She confused the Cafe Bustelo brand with Goya. That Goya coffee, right? I'm like, you mean Cafe
She
Bustelo?
just bundled it all under Hispanic or Hispanic, as we say in High Point. North Carolina. And Hispanic too.
Yeah, Hispanic, respondled. So anyhow, we got a
The
coconut.
Red House, where black people and black people buy furniture.
So anyhow, this is a coconut soda. I've had one coconut soda we got down at Fripp. Didn't care for it too much. It tastes too much like suntan lotion.
Okay. I like
This seems.
I like that coconut rum. Was it Malibu?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna pour you a little bit of this
Sweet.
guy. It's a nice,
Oh, nice jar. I like
clean
that.
bouquet. Got a little jar going on. Let's see what this is about.
Oh, that's nice.
I like that better than the other one.
It's got a little bite to it.
Yeah, and the coconut flavor.
It's not so syrupy.
It's not as pronounced. The other one really had a like suntan lotion, like not copper tone. What's the one I'm thinking of?
Hawaiian Tropic.
Hawaiian Tropic.
It's definitely Hawaiian Tropic.
Yeah.
Number 8 or number 4.
This one,
Number 8's that dark tanning oil.
this is nowhere near like that. It's just almost like Sprite with a hint of coconut.
I like that.
That's not
It's
bad at
unfortunate I
all.
can't drink much of that,
Yeah,
but that's good.
that's a good soda. It's really light, considering that's corn syrup instead of real sugar.
Okay.
I would expect it to be a little more syrupy and
I
kind of.
think Mr. Kitty would maybe like that.
Yeah. I don't
He
think
doesn't.
he
There's
needs-
not much he would like.
I don't want to lose his feet. I don't want to. Kitty the Hut.
Well, he's quite there.
Yeah. Okay, I tell you what. Let's wrap up this. edition
Kitty.
so to speak, and we're going to go right into a good old-fashioned chip chat. We got a couple of cool chips
We
to
talked about
feature
this
this
in the
evening.
production meeting.
Man, this is we got another product coming from upstate New York, as well as something you found. I don't remember where you said you found
Yeah, I don't know
that.
where I found it. Don't worry.
Let's talk about the upstate New York one first. I think these comes from Wegmans. It's a big.
But Terrell's is a restaurant, right?
It is.
Maybe.
Terrell's is a Terrell's potato chip company, so no, it must not be a Wegmans thing. Syracuse, New York. Dino BBQ. For location information, shop for Dino BBQ sauces. This is the
Dinosaur BB barbecue.
Dinosaur
What's
barbecue.
the .com?
This must be their.
I bet that's not the same kind of barbecue
This is damn it.
as where we're accustomed to.
No, but this is. I tell you, one thing I told the bossman is one thing about being from an area like just upstate New York and you have a barbecue restaurant. If you're a good chef, you have the wherewithal to cover all types of barbecue without getting a whole lot of flack. If you do that down here, if you're like, I'm opening a Kansas City barbecue restaurant, you will get murdered in your sleep. You're going to do it the way we do it here, or we'll kill you.
Yeah.
We'll kill you.
Well, there's places that are like Bibs that do
Right, they do a little-
briskets and
little
little
different
this, little
things.
that.
True.
But they're not your go-to barbecue place,
No.
though. And if you think they are, then
Wow,
you're
settling?
a poser.
Settle much? The chips in this bag start right here, folks. Right there. I'm not saying it's not 9 ounces like it says.
That doesn't look like 9 ounces.
I'm just saying all the 9 ounces are from here down. That's all I'm saying. So let's give
so
these
it's
a whirl.
downstairs business.
They're downstairs. This is a unique barbecue smell.
Unique to what you're used to.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
That's a good barbecue flavor. Very sweet. Very sweet, very tangy. Oh, I ain't mad at that at all. Almost a little peanut finish. You taste that kind of peanut to the end of it?
Finish?
Yeah.
There's a very dry.
It finishes with a peanut kind of flavor.
There's a very dry flavoring there.
That's a unique take on barbecue. I expected it to taste like any store brand barbecue ever. But that's good. You taste that peanut finish?
Oh, God.
Like after the whole thing is done in your mouth and you swallow it, it tastes like peanuts. Perhaps it's peanut oil. That's good. That's really good. Really sweet, really tangy, not too spicy. That's a good barbecue chip.
It's not a hot spice, but it's spicy.
Right.
Very spicy.
That's good, man.
I like that.
Okay, we got one more chip to talk about. Tell us about these Terra Sweet and Beets chips. Where'd you pick these up at and what's their deal?
I don't quite remember where I got them. I think
No?
I got them in Atlanta.
Okay. Life's a strange trip, Steve.
I think I got them at maybe Publix in Atlanta.
Okay.
I don't think it was Kroger.
So what this is?
But this is sweet potatoes and beets.
Okay. Dwight Schrute would be proud. I've never seen a beet chip. The picture on the front looks like a microwave
They look like pepperoni.
pepperoni when you put them in the microwave. But let's check out the ingredient list here. Oh, okay. A blend of sweet potatoes and beets. Expeller pressed canola oil. What the hell was that? And oil safflower oil and
I'm
oil
sure cameraman
safflower.
can tell us about that.
That's it, though. It's a pretty raw type situation,
Okay.
which we appreciate.
Sure.
So I'm going to get a little bit of sweet potato, a little bit of beet.
Little sweet, little beet.
This is going to be interesting.
I want a
I'll
little
tell
more
you.
sweet. There you go. These are interesting looking chips. Look at these.
Wow. That's a very raw.
Terra, meaning earth,
Yeah.
sweets, and beets. How are
That's
the beets?
That's good. It's a very raw, earthy, sweet,
Oh, wow.
sweet but not too salty flavor.
The beets
Oh,
are
wow,
sweet.
that's-
The beets are sweet,
Yeah,
but different than sweet potato.
Yeah.
really good.
They don't taste salty at all.
No.
Just tastes like
Doesn't
potato,
need salt.
sweet potato, and beet.
Actually, it's got salt in it.
Oh, yeah, it certainly has
Yeah.
salt.
Yeah. But it doesn't knock you over the head with powder.
It's not what you think of first.
You know what I
We
mean?
might not get those back.
Wow. Those are really good.
I'm surprised. I thought those were going to be wanky weird, but those are actually real good.
Real raw and natural in a very good way. Especially for a good during the week chip. Hey, save your
It's a during the week chip.
save your crazy chips that are really bad for your Friday nights when you're having your nice cold beer and your soda. Saturday nights, Sunday for your ball game. During the week, eat you a salad, eat some chips
When you're
like
maybe
that.
reading on your Nook or your Kindle Fire,
Yes.
sweets
I
and
had a
beets.
salad this week
Yeah.
with chicken in it. It was good.
Sweets and beets. That's what you want to do. Let's wrap up this edition of Chip Chat.
Is that a
keeping
dip
it moving.
chip?
It could be.
Maybe like a borscht dip.
I'm so inexperienced with the with the sweet chips like that, the sweet potato and the beets, that I'm not quite sure what dip would be the most appropriate.
If our Russian friends would please page us and tell us.
I would be interested to try those in a dip. I just don't know.
I got my pager on.
I got my little gold chain with my pager hooked
Yeah.
up to it. Yeah. I just don't know what dip would be the most appropriate with those chips, but I'm sure they would be just fine with it. Anyhow, we're going to wrap
Okay.
this edition of Grown Man Record Night up. We appreciate everybody joining us. We want to remind everybody about our YouTube channel, youtube.com/MacheteMiller. We got 95 subscribers. We get 100. We're going to give away some shit. Join us every Friday night on the Ustream channel, ustream.tv/channel/MacheteMiller. We broadcast music from now until when your mom comes home. We appreciate Steve Fever dropping by.
I try.
Got a lot of great records this week.
Can't keep my mic on.
Nah, it's all right. It happens, dude. So
Well,
we're gonna,
I think I need to go wireless because I get up a lot. When I get up, the shit.
You're a mover
but
and
you never
shaker,
know what's
man.
going to happen.
You're a
Well,
mover
I gotta
and
get the
shaker.
stuff to the camp. Gotta get to the people.
got to get it to the people. Talk to the people. Les McCann. Okay. For Steve Fever and cameraman and everybody in the Grown Man Record Night studios, I'm Mikey Medanis. Thanks for joining us for Grown Man Record Night. We'll see you next week with a brand new, fresh crop of everything that you want your Friday night to be. We'll see you next
And
time.
we'll see. By then, we'll be seeing that new thing you did for the VC.
The intro for the VC. It'll be done by next week.
I expect to see that.
It'll be done by next week. Okay. We appreciate you. We'll see you soon. Grown Man Record Night.
Ciao.